evening, all out there. September 24th, 2014. Massachusetts Beer Reviews here, doing a Massachusetts themed beer. This one is gonna be the Samuel Adams Octoberfest. Happened to buy some for a recent examination that'll be coming an examination coming up at the end of this month. Oktoberfests, they are starting to come out mostly in like the second week of August, I think is when this one also came out. The Oktoberfest beer style is also known as a Martzan beer. The company, Sam Adams, says on the bottle, which is, I'm reading the bottle description on their site, it says, in 1810, the Oktoberfest tradition was born when Munich celebrated the Crown Prince's wedding with a special beer and a 16-day party. Our version of the classic style blends hearty malts for a deep, smooth flavor with notes of caramel, creating a brew that's perfect for the season or whatever you're celebrating. Now, this beer uses Samuel Adams 2-row pale malt blend, Munich 10, Samuel Adams Oktoberfest malt, and caramel 60. Excuse me. It's 5.3% ABV, 16 IBUs. SamAdams.com claims that this is 187 calories, and it uses Tenang, Tettinger, and Hallertau middle few hops. So, there you go. Gold in Denver 2004. I'm going to use this dimpled style glass. It says, I don't know if you can read that. Fraunfelder beer. Fraunfelder is the original spelling of my last name. From Switzerland, in the area where our family name originated. Don't really think these guys, the Fraunfelders, are still around. Alright. We got the beer here. That's what the Sam Adams Oktoberfest looks like. They say it's a deep red amber. And I'll give it that. It's definitely, on camera, it almost looks like it's a dark, dark, dark pink. It looks more like a dark, dark, dark red with some brown in it. Head absolutely looks like it is off-white, almost like an eggshell, not quite tan. It's very rocky. Got lots of suds in it. It's about a finger head. It didn't really create too much of a head here, but it looks nice in the dimpled style glass. Yeah, it's got the big malts. Martzans and Oktoberfest beers are big on malt. And it's got some toffee-like sweetness, some lightly toasty notes, some brown bread crust maybe, and what else? It's just malty. So, let's get into this Samuel Adams Oktoberfest. Cheers, guys. Welcome to the fall beer season. Sam Adams, like I said earlier, Sam Adams Oktoberfest is 16 IBUs. You can tell that it's got a nice carbonation. Yes, that it's got a nice hop presence there. It does have a toffee-like sweetness, and it also has a combination between some kind of a grainy flavor and a sweetness in there. lightly fruity. It doesn't finish entirely dry like an American style adjunct lager will. It is medium on the body. Medium on the body. It is pretty refreshing. It is clean and it is crisp. These could be something that you could put several down and it wouldn't, feel like you're drinking a meal. And it's got a tiny bit of lace, and you probably can't even see that. But overall, it's malty. It's got the brown bread. It's got a toffee type sweetness. You can't really taste that. Well, it's 5.3%, so it doesn't really give you an alcohol feel to it. Oktoberfest aren't made to be super alcoholic where you can not be able to drink several of them throughout the course of a night or throughout the course of your Oktoberfest celebration, wherever you happen to be at. But yeah, it's just it's just your standard kind of an Oktoberfest flavor if you ever had any other Oktoberfests. Like I said, malty, grainy, brown bread crust, light toffee and toasted roasted notes from the malts. That's about all I have to say about the flavor on that. Let me give you my final thoughts and impressions of the beer. And it does have that light fruitiness. But overall, I would definitely give that a 3.5 out of 5. Is this Sam Adams Oktoberfest my favorite Oktoberfest? I'll let you know over the course of the next month or two here, but I certainly seem to think that Oktoberfest in the United States seem to be, a typical kind of a craft beer where they try to do a lot of different things to their beers to make it distinctively known that we're in America and we're not, drinking this typical kinds that are in Germany. I think the German ones that I've had in the past, I haven't had a lot of Oktoberfest from Germany, but the ones that I've had in the past have been much lighter and much thinner and easier to drink, and it doesn't have quite as much of this fruity kind of a flavor to it. But you can get this now. I will give it a 3.5 out of 5. I think it's pretty good, borderline exceptional beer. If you're stuck in a rut and don't know what to buy at the beer store, you can always get this stuff right now. Yeah, it's very different than a sessionable lager or a sessionable kind of a Marzen beer is in Germany. They're just lighter in feel than this. But still, this is pretty good. Fraunfelder from Massachusetts Beer Reviews signing out. Cheers. Keep tasting great beers. See you soon. This beer will be done on October 24th on the Ronald the Riot channel. Hit him up through the description below of his name to join in. Cheers, everybody.